A Brian De Palma film, 1993's Carlito's Way. Al Pacino sets the screen on fire, and Sean Penn is terrific. This is Brian De Palma at his best. Joel Siegel, Good Morning America. Academy Award winner Al Pacino stars as an ex-drug lord fighting to escape his violent, treacherous past in this action-filled tour de force from acclaimed director Brian De Palma. Sprung from prison on a legal technicality by his out-of-control attorney, played by Sean Penn, former drug kingpin Carlito Brigante, played by Al Pacino, stuns the local underworld by vowing to go straight. Dedicated to making the change, he reunites with his former girlfriend, played by Penelope Ann Miller, and rekindles their romance. But his dreams of a legitimate life is undermined at every turn by ruthless former associates and even deadlier young thugs like Benny Blanco, played by John Leguizamo, who are out to make a name for themselves. Despite good intentions, Carlito's misguided loyalties and outmoded code of honor plunge him into a savage life-or-death battle against the relentless forces that refuse to let him go in this powerful crime saga. I'd say that is a pretty good description of the movie, a great synopsis to tell the story on the back of the DVD. Carlito's Way is one of my favorite films by Brian De Palma, along with others such as Carrie, Blowout, and The Untouchables. Oddly enough, John Leguizamo is in this film, as well as Chef, the film I just made a video about. It took some prodding for Brian De Palma to take on this project, since it wasn't too long prior that he did Scarface with Al Pacino. He didn't want to rehash the same subject matter. I'm glad he relented, because Carlito's Way, in my opinion, is a phenomenal motion picture. Al Pacino's performance in this movie is much more subdued than it was in Scarface. I really like how he plays the character, more chill and laid back. One time he does ham it up in this movie because he has a literal audience of a courtroom where he goes on a humorous tirade aimed at the judge and prosecutors who put him in jail for a number of years. What I really like about this film is the emotion and heart that is at the core of the movie. There are great action scenes interspersed throughout. Look out for the pool hall scene, but this is ultimately a movie about Carlito reflecting on his life and the choices he has made that led him to where he ends up. Patrick Doyle composed the score for this movie. I would describe Mr. Doyle's score as both aching and longing. The score goes really well with the emotional parts of the film. There are a lot of great lines in this movie. One of my favorites is, and I'll play it like Carlito, "When you're in the joint, you spend all your time doping out who you're going to see the first day you're out. The second day, the third. But then you get out, everybody's got a different face than you remember. Maybe you do too. You pray for that one face that didn't change. One face that still knows you. Looks at you the same way it always did." I can't do it like the great Mr. Pacino. He's a legend. He's the best. He's the best. I really like him in this movie. Now, I love this movie. It's got a lot of style and substance. The ending is also one of my favorites of all time. Thank you, everyone. This has been the DVD Narrator, where we narrate the back of DVDs and perhaps review them as well. I appreciate any like and any subscription should one ever come my way. Thank you.